There are cars, and then there are Ferraris. For more than 75 years, the prancing horse has stood as a symbol of speed, passion, and uncompromising craftsmanship. From the roar of the Ferrari 250 GTO in the 1960s to the groundbreaking technology of the LaFerrari in the 2010s, Ferrari has never been content with following trends. Instead, they create legends that redefine what it means to drive. And now, the next chapter is here. Introducing the Ferrari F80, a hypercar that is not just a successor to the LaFerrari, but a glimpse into Ferrari's future. The F80 isn't about simply going faster. It's about rewriting the rules of performance, blending hybrid technology with cutting-edge aerodynamics, and sculpting a design that looks like it's arrived from the year 2035. In today's video, we'll take a deep dive into everything that makes the F80 the most anticipated Ferrari of the modern era. We'll explore its jaw-dropping design, the hybrid twin-turbo V8 powertrain that promises astonishing speed, the technological innovations inside its cockpit, and how it stacks up against rivals from Bugatti, Koenigsegg, Lamborghini, and McLaren. But this isn't just about specs and numbers. The Ferrari F80 represents something bigger. It's a reminder that even in an age of electric cars and silent acceleration, Ferrari remains committed to emotion, to create machines that make your heart race before you even press the start button. So buckle up, because over the next few minutes, we're going to explore the car that could define the hypercar era of the 2020s, the Ferrari F80. For decades, Ferrari's flagship models have always pushed the boundaries of engineering. The Ferrari Enzo in the early 2000s showcased Formula One technology in a road car. A decade later, the LaFerrari raised the bar again with a naturally aspirated V12 paired with hybrid assistance, producing nearly 950 horsepower. The LaFerrari wasn't just fast. It was Ferrari's statement to the world that hybrid technology could live alongside passion and heritage. But as the 2020s began, the automotive world shifted dramatically. Competitors like Rimac and Lotus were proving that all-electric hypercars could achieve mind-bending acceleration. Bugatti was chasing record-breaking top speeds with the Chiron. Lamborghini was experimenting with hybrid technology of its own, and McLaren continued to refine the art of lightweight engineering. Ferrari knew it couldn't just rest on the success of the LaFerrari or the track-only FXXK. The company needed a new halo car, something that didn't just keep up with rivals, but redefined the entire playing field. Enter the F80. What makes the F80 special is how deeply it draws inspiration from Ferrari's racing division. The car takes cues from the FXX program, Ferrari's exclusive line of track-focused hypercars designed for only the most loyal clients. The FXX series was always about experimenting with technology that would one day trickle down into Ferrari's road cars. The F80 carries that DNA, but adapts it for the modern era of hybrid performance. Ferrari's decision to replace the V12 with a twin-turbo V8 may sound controversial at first, but it highlights a bigger strategy: efficiency, balance, and adaptability. The F80 is designed not just to be a brute force monster, but a finely tuned symphony of power, aerodynamics, and driver connection. In short, the Ferrari F80 is more than just another hypercar. It's Ferrari's answer to a changing world, a bridge between their legendary past and the electrified future that awaits. When you first lay eyes on the Ferrari F80, it's immediately clear that this isn't just another Ferrari. It looks less like a car and more like a sculpture carved by the wind itself. The F80 is an evolution of Ferrari's design philosophy, dramatic, futuristic, and functional in every single detail. Front design. At the nose, the F80 is sharp, aggressive, and unapologetically aerodynamic. The front fascia is dominated by a low-slung splitter that channels air into massive ducts. These aren't just for looks. They guide air efficiently through the chassis, cooling the brakes while reducing drag. The headlights are razor-thin, almost like slits carved into the bodywork, giving the car a predatory, almost alien-like stare. Every crease and cut in the front end has a purpose, blending beauty with aerodynamic function. Side profile. Move to the side, and the car silhouette reveals Ferrari's obsession with airflow. The profile is sleek and stretched, with a teardrop cabin that tapers toward the rear. Deep sculpted intakes along the doors feed air directly into the engine and cooling systems, while the side skirts work with underbody tunnels to generate ground-hugging downforce. Even the mirrors, or in some prototypes, camera stalks, are engineered to minimize drag while maximizing visibility. Rear design. At the back, the F80 is nothing short of breathtaking. The tail is aggressive, almost spaceship-like, with a massive diffuser dominating the lower section. Twin exhausts are positioned high, reminiscent of Ferrari's track cars, while the taillights echo Ferrari's classic circular design, but reinterpreted in a futuristic, LED-driven style. Perhaps most striking of all is the active rear wing, a component that rises, lowers, and tilts depending on speed and driving mode, delivering maximum stability at over 200 miles per hour. Active aerodynamics. The F80 is a showcase of active aerodynamics. Front flaps open and close to manage airflow. The underbody is completely sculpted for downforce, and the rear wing adapts on the fly. Ferrari has essentially built a car that constantly reshapes itself in motion, adjusting to give you grip when you need it, or reducing drag when chasing top speed. Materials and lightweight engineering. But design isn't only about looks. It's also about weight. The F80 makes heavy use of carbon fiber reinforced plastics, advanced composites, and even elements of aerospace-grade titanium. This results in a structure that is both lighter and stiffer than its predecessor, the LaFerrari. Ferrari's engineers reportedly aim for a curb weight under 3,300 pounds, which is astonishing for a hybrid hypercar with so much power and technology on board, blending beauty and performance. What makes Ferrari unique is that they don't just chase numbers, they chase emotion. The F80 had to be beautiful. It had to embody Italian passion and elegance, while still serving the brutal demands of aerodynamics. Every surface, from the sharp nose to the muscular rear haunches, is designed to stir the soul. It's proof that even in an era dominated by science and data, Ferrari still believes in art. Of course, no Ferrari is complete without a heart that beats with pure adrenaline, and the Ferrari F80's engine setup is where the story gets really interesting. The powertrain. Breaking tradition. Ferrari has moved away from its iconic, naturally aspirated V12 for the F80. Instead, it's expected to feature a twin-turbocharged V8 engine, paired with a sophisticated hybrid system. For purists, this may sound like heresy, but Ferrari didn't make this choice lightly. The goal was to deliver maximum efficiency and blistering performance without compromising on emotion. The twin-turbo V8 alone is rumored to produce around 800 horsepower, with an additional 300 to 400 horsepower coming from electric motors strategically placed to provide instant torque. Combined output? Around 1,200 horsepower, enough to put the F80 in the same league as the Bugatti Chiron and Koenigsegg Jesko. acceleration and speed. With this kind of power, the numbers are jaw-dropping. Early projections suggest a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of under 2.2 seconds, thanks to the instant response of the hybrid system. Top speed is expected to exceed 310 kilometers per hour, 192 miles per hour, comfortably, with Ferrari engineers aiming closer to the 250 miles per hour mark to ensure the F80 stands tall among its hypercar rivals. Torque and hybrid advantage. What makes the F80 special is how the hybrid system works. The electric motors don't just boost acceleration, they smooth out turbo lag, fill power gaps, and even provide torque vectoring to sharpen cornering performance. It's not just about speed in a straight line. It's about delivering precision on every twist and turn. Handling and dynamics. Ferrari's DNA has always been about driving feel, and the F80 is no exception. A lightweight chassis, active aerodynamics, and advanced suspension systems ensure that the car stays planted even under extreme loads. The hybrid system also plays a key role here. Electric motors at the front can provide all-wheel drive when needed, giving the F80 unshakable grip out of corners. Sound and emotion. And then, of course, there's the sound. While turbocharging and hybrid systems tend to mute engines, Ferrari has invested heavily in acoustics. Engineers reportedly tune the exhaust to deliver a sharp, emotional scream, blending the turbocharged aggression of the V8 with the futuristic whine of electric motors. The result? A sound unlike anything else on the road, raw, mechanical, and unmistakably Ferrari. Why this setup matters. The decision to go with a hybrid twin-turbo V8 isn't just about numbers. It's about Ferrari embracing the future while honoring its past. The F80 proves that Ferrari doesn't need a V12 to deliver goosebumps. Instead, it redefines what the Ferrari experience means in the modern era. Explosive performance, razor-sharp handling, and a sound that connects you directly to the machine. In short, the F80's performance package makes one thing very clear. This isn't just another hypercar. It's a Ferrari engineered to remind the world why the prancing horse still leads the pack. Step inside the Ferrari F80, and you immediately realize this isn't a car designed for comfort. It's designed for connection. Ferrari has always believed that the driver should feel like part of the machine, and the F80 takes that philosophy further than ever before. Driver-focused cockpit. The cabin is laid out like the cockpit of a fighter jet. Everything is minimal, purposeful, and pointed directly toward the driver. A squared-off steering wheel integrates nearly every control you need: driving modes, suspension settings, even indicators, all designed so your hands never leave the wheel. Directly behind it, a fully digital instrument cluster provides a customizable view of speed, hybrid deployment, lap times, and telemetry. The seating position is extremely low, almost like sitting on the tarmac of a racetrack. Ferrari uses carbon fiber bucket seats with integrated headrests to shave weight while providing maximum lateral support during high G cornering. Despite the aggressive design, they remain surprisingly ergonomic, built for long stints on track, as well as bursts of road driving. Infotainment and digital integration. For years, Ferrari resisted stuffing their cars with distracting screens. The F80 maintains that philosophy but refines it for a modern audience. A central slim display offers only what's necessary: navigation, hybrid system status, and performance data. Passengers also get a small digital screen that mirrors lap time, speed, and performance figures, letting them share in the thrill. The hybrid system's integration is another technological marvel. Drivers can monitor battery levels, regenerative braking, and electric boost deployment in real time. It's not just data. It's an active part of how you interact with the car, allowing you to strategically deploy power for track or road conditions. Lightweight luxury versus track-focused minimalism. Ferrari strikes a delicate balance inside the F80. On one hand, it offers lightweight racing-inspired design, bare carbon fiber panels, Alcantara-lined surfaces, exposed stitching. On the other hand, it refuses to abandon Ferrari's tradition of luxury. The interior features handcrafted Italian leather accents, premium aluminum switchgear, and bespoke customization options through Ferrari's tailor-made program. This duality, raw, stripped-down racing DNA wrapped in elegance, is what makes the F80 unique. It's not just a track car, and it's not just a luxury cruiser. It's a fusion of both. Tradition meets modern tech. Ultimately, the F80's cabin is a statement. Ferrari doesn't believe in drowning drivers in excessive screens or gimmicks. Instead, they use technology only where it enhances the driving connection. The F80 blends tradition, driver-first ergonomics, hand-built craftsmanship, with modern tech like hybrid power management and advanced telemetry. It's not about replacing passion with computers. It's about using innovation to amplify it. The result is a cabin that feels like the bridge between Ferrari's analog soul and its digital future, against Ferrari's own legends. Compared to the LaFerrari, the F80 represents a complete generational leap. The LaFerrari's V12 hybrid system was raw and groundbreaking in 2013, but the F80's twin-turbo V8 hybrid is lighter, more powerful, and more efficient. Where the LaFerrari relied on brute force, the F80 adds finesse, with torque vector and electric motors and active aero that make it sharper and more adaptable. Even against the SF90 Straydale, Ferrari's first plug-in hybrid supercar, the F80 operates on another level. The SF90 was Ferrari's proof of concept for electrification, with 986 horsepower. The F80 surpasses it with at least 1,200 horsepower and far more advanced integration of hybrid technology. In short, the SF90 showed what Ferrari could do, but the F80 shows what Ferrari will do. The global hypercar rivals. Of course, Ferrari doesn't exist in a vacuum. The F80 enters a battlefield dominated by giants. Bugatti Chiron Supersport. Bugatti remains the king of top speed, pushing past 300 miles per hour with its quad-turbo W16. The F80 may not chase that number, but it competes by delivering agility and emotional engagement that the Bugatti's brute force engineering can't replicate. Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute. The Jesko is engineered for record-breaking speed with advanced aerodynamics and 1,600 horsepower V8. The F80 fights back not with sheer numbers, but with Ferrari's unmatched blend of usability, beauty, and racing heritage. McLaren Speedtail. McLaren's Hyper GT emphasizes sleek aerodynamics and hybrid technology. While it's fast, the Speedtail leans toward futuristic minimalism. The F80, by contrast, combines performance with raw passion, maintaining Ferrari's identity in every curve and sound. Lamborghini Revuelto. Ferrari's archrival now has its own hybrid V12 flagship. The Revuelto offers power and drama, but Ferrari counters with finesse and innovation, delivering a car that feels lighter, sharper, and more technologically advanced. Ferrari's edge, Italian flair and innovation. So, what gives a Ferrari F80 the edge in this crowded field? It's not just the numbers, it's the feeling. Bugatti builds engineering marvels. Koenigsegg builds technical monsters. McLaren builds futuristic sculptures. And Lamborghini builds raging bulls. But Ferrari builds dreams. The F80 is proof of Ferrari's mastery in blending tradition with progress. It combines Formula One-inspired technology with timeless Italian design flair. It doesn't just aim to beat rivals on paper. It aims to connect with the driver in a way no competitor can. That's the Ferrari difference. And that's why the F80 stands not only as a rival in the hypercar wars, but as the one car destined to define them,